Manchester United fans, imagine waking up to the biggest transfer announcement in football history.
Hello everybody and welcome along to Transfer Talk.
Erling Haaland has signed for Manchester United. Just hearing those words would send shockwaves across world football. Social media would explode. Old Trafford would erupt. And the Premier League would never be the same again. Could you imagine Manchester City's most feared goalscorer walking out in a Manchester United shirt? It sounds unbelievable. But let's imagine what would happen if it actually became reality. Haaland isn't just one of the best strikers in the world, he's a goal-scoring machine. His pace, strength, movement, and ruthless finishing have shattered records across Europe. Now picture him leading Manchester United's attack. Suddenly, every defender in the Premier League has a new nightmare. Old Trafford would once again have one of the most feared forwards in football. For Manchester United, this would be more than just a transfer.
He went on strike.
Can they prevent that? Because they've got a bit of a blueprint of how to behave and getting what you want.
Yeah, well, what I mean by that is I think that if a player agitates to leave, or if a player says, look, I do want to try explore a new opportunity, I think they will be more open to it earlier on in the transfer window. Now, I know it's difficult in a World Cup year that Mark touches on, but
it would be a statement, a declaration that the club is ready to compete for Premier League titles, Champions League trophies, and a return to the top of European football. The excitement among supporters would be impossible to describe. Shirts would sell out within hours. Season ticket holders would believe again. Every match at Old Trafford would become must-watch football. But what about Manchester City? Losing Haaland would leave a huge gap. Replacing a striker who scores goals at such an incredible rate is almost impossible. Pep Guardiola would have one of the biggest rebuilding jobs of his career. The balance of power in English football could change overnight.
I'll finish it in the league. So with regards to Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali, I would say of the two, Sandro Tonali probably more likely to leave. However, he's contracted until 2030. So, Newcastle could command a huge amount of money for him. But unless any player agitates to leave, Newcastle will be...
Manchester United's rivals would be forced to rethink their plans. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. Every club would have to prepare for a United side led by one of the world's deadliest finishers. Of course, this is only a hypothetical scenario. There is no official agreement or confirmed transfer. But football has shown us that unexpected moves can happen, and that's part of what makes the sport so exciting. Now it's your turn. If Erling Haaland somehow joined Manchester United tomorrow, would they become favourites to win the Premier League? Or would they still need more signings to compete at the highest level? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love Manchester United news, transfer stories, and football discussions, don't forget to subscribe to MUFC News and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.